Good morning! Happy Monday! Actually, it's 12 o'clock, so what is this? Brunch? Lunch? I don't know. Went for a run, had a shower, made a little coffee, protein, freezer, whatever the hell we're gonna call it situation. The glass was also in the freezer. Goes so yummy and frothy. Tokyo's coming to an end, so I thought it was only right to have one of our little classic Tokyo breakfasts. Yum. I bought a new miso recently and it's really good. Lemon shelf. Actually, this is different. The other day I bought a little tiny container of parmesan and there was a couple bits left, so I thought we'd add it. Today I want to do a bunch of things that are my Tokyo classics as a last hurrah. What are they? I want to go to Coffee Swamp, of course. Oh, I want to go back to that ice cream place and try one of the stronger matcha flavored ones. Just not too late so that I can still sleep. Oh, maybe a teishoku for dinner, like the good old days. If the weather was better, I'd go to Shinjuku Goyen, but it's not looking great. Maybe a takeaway yogurt bowl in a gutter somewhere. That's quite a Fraser Tokyo experience. And yeah, I think this might be Parmigiano Reggiano. Is that how you say it? So funny when someone says a normal sentence, but then they say a certain word with an accent. When I've worked at cafes and people have been like, can I please have an almond croissant? I don't know. I don't know where I stand on that. I feel like it should be a little bit respected, the OG pronunciation, but you don't want to go too ham. Yeah, good day, mate. Can I please have an almond croissant? Okay, bye. Wow, guys. Can you tell that it's dark? Can you tell that it's approximately like 6 hours later? And I haven't done any of the things I said I was gonna do? Had such grand plans. But, for good reason. My ass sat here for majority of those 6 hours and I booked accommodation for my extra day in Kyoto, accommodation in Tamano, accommodation for my last night or 2 nights in Tokyo. I booked 4 different museum tickets for the Odd Islands. One of the big ones I wanted to go to was sold out, so that's a bit sad. What else did I do? I don't know, but my holiday's planned. Just like that. Now let's hope I have money to live throughout this holiday before I get paid. Yeah, so all my grand plans for my little cute Tokyo day didn't go ahead, but that's okay. I think I'm going to save them, hold on to them, and complete them tomorrow. Although tonight, I thought, oh, there's a piece of fish, I should cook it, but I'm gonna save that piece of fish for tomorrow, just because I feel like I should get out of the house and we're gonna go get teishoku for dinner tonight. So that can be a fun little expedition. Yeah. We're going to Kyoto and Tamano and Naoshima and Toshima, then back to Tokyo. I finished writing my highs and lows of the tokes series. And I want to make a video where I go through them with you. Let's get ready for dinner. Chickens, we're off. I think instead of teishoku, I'm actually going to do soba, because there's a really good soba place not far from me. I've only been once and I did want to go again. So yeah, this feels so weird. I feel like I'm on, I don't know. I feel like this is the first time where I've left the house just to go out for dinner to then come back, I think, the whole time. Because every time I've gone out for dinner, it's just been like on my way home or like I'm already out or I'm already somewhere. But I feel like I'm on a little holiday. Not that this hasn't already been pretty much a holiday, but you know, holiday time.
あ、そうか。じゃあ関東線ちょっとそうね。
10 out of 10. Wow, that was deliciousnoonie. Forgot how much I love cold soba. I'm so glad I made the swap rather than teishoku tonight. But yeah, so fucking yum. I got cold soba, which came with little tempura bits, some radish, some spring onion, wasabi, nori, and bonito. And then you pour on the sauce, mix it all around. And then I tried to order a piece of grilled fish, but he came over and told me it was sold out. So I had a little side of tempura, which was also pretty good. Oh, and for a drink, I got a yuzu sake in memory of my ex-workplace, because there used to be a very popular yuzu sake cocktail. Rest in peace, old job. Catch you never, suckers. Good morning. It's actually cold, can you tell? 14 degrees, bang. That's wild. I woke up like half an hour ago, had a quick brekkie, jumped in the shower, and decided to go straight to coffee swamp this morning. And I'm almost there. Konnichiwa! It is many hours later, and I'm back in my chair. Do I ever leave this chair? I'm stuck to it apparently. What did I do? I got home from Coffee Swamp. That was Stun Dog Millionaire. Maya and Yair, my faves, were there working. Then I did a little bit more holiday planning. Wrote it all down in that little diary that I bought. And that was actually really handy to see the holiday, because it's going to be a little bit chaotic, all the travel days. Which isn't really my style of traveling, but that's okay, it had to be done, because I'm actually trying to work around some potential job options. I thought my jobs were done. Now I'm working tomorrow, might be working the next day, and I might have a job in Osaka that was going to be in the middle of my holiday. But I planned it around potentially getting that job in Osaka, so that's not going to be a big mess to change. Anyway, then I was on FaceTime with Steph for ages. Steph is my housemate from Sydney. Fake housemate though. Haven't seen each other in, I think, 7 months we worked out, because she decided to fuck off to New York and has pretty much just been living there, which is fine. And then when I got off FaceTime, I had a missed call from Odie, Mr. Odinaka. He was meant to be leaving Tokyo today and he missed his flight. Good one, Odie. So he asked if he could stay here, use my spare bed. And I said, you know what? Of course you can. Yeah. So I gave the house a little tidy to welcome my new housemate, and it actually looks really good. Not that it was ever that messy, but I just had my shit everywhere, you know? So I thought I should give you an apartment tour. I used to be so obsessed with watching house tours or renovation tours or whatever. So now I'm giving you a Tokyo Airbnb tour. Fun for me to look back on and see where I lived for 2 months of my life as well. Anyway, I should show you around my humble abode. Actually, before that, little backstory. So, my first modeling trip in Japan was 2022, and I said, if I ever do this again, I'm going to book my own accommodation, because the model.com in Japan is fucking tiny. You each get like your own little solo pod with a stove, a sink, no bench space, maybe a little desk, a single bed, tiny bathroom, and that's it. And I think I really realized how much I value space and my own space and a nice space, a clean space, and a bit more space. Say space again. So that's what I've done. I hate to say it, but it is nice not having a million models as your neighbors. Sue me. But I don't want to bump into them all the time, you know? So now I live in Nishi Shinjuku, which is actually a business district. It's really random. I was a bit unsure going into it, but I fucking love Nishi Shinjuku. Especially my area is quite like suburban. There's not like crazy towers everywhere, but if you go a little bit that way, there is. But I've got my local cafe. Yeah, Nishi Shinjuku is the best. Fuck normal Shinjuku, I hate normal Shinjuku, but I love Nishi Shinjuku. And honestly, would recommend. I've got a shrine on my street, like what? Anyway, let's show you around. Quit yapping. This is my lobby. Big concrete situation. Okay, you walk in. Lol, that's me. This isn't art, this is just a spare com card if I need. A little keyboard, little umbrella if I need, little last minute lint roll if I'm looking a little fluffy. And this is where you're meant to take off and leave your shoes, but I am a little bit naughty. There's also these little house slippers. Very traditional. I should be using all of this situation. There's a little mirror. So, starting here. This is my sanctuary, and like the one place you guys have seen. Big fat sink. This, you have no idea. This is so much space. So much space for cooking. Usually it's just one hot plate, one sink, that's it. You've got to use the top of your washing machine as a bloody kitchen. Perfect little stove. Under here I've got all my plates and bowls. You notice a yellow theme going around. This, do not open, is where all my food is. Little microwave, little tiny fridge, little recycling situation. They love that here. The best purchase of my life, I'm sure you're all aware. I also found my reusable spoon holder, tiny drink bottle, and some coffee and tea. And that's the kitchen. Then over here, should I turn the light on? This is the spare bed. And this is where I stayed when my dad and Julie were here and I gave them the bedroom. But this is where the very lucky Odie will sleep. I'm his savior, what can I say? Little towels for him. This right here is where my bum never leaves. Little dining table. Got a tiny little window. Little TV, I've never used this. All my shoes live under here. Little Monchichi guy, you guys all met him. Yeah, so that's this area. Then I've got a little balcony, which I don't really use much, to be honest. This is my street. For some reason it's red. I'm not sure if that has something to do with the shrine. A bit cloudy today. And then in here is my bedroom, which, to be honest, looks a little bit scary. It's a bit of a hole, but same balcony. I leave this little fly screen open. My bedside table is my carry-on luggage. Shout out July, give me a sponsorship maybe. And then this is a real luxury in comparison to model.com. Little walk-in wardrobe situation. Love that. The yellow actually makes me piss. Why is there so much yellow? And all the art is so funny. But yellow curtains, yellow plate, yellow cushions. So much yellow. And then you go through here. This is the bathroom. Oh, I've got the washing machine on, please ignore. Little medicine cabinet, little sink, little washing machine. Here we've got little Japanese toilet situation. All the works if you're into that. Lots of crazy shit there. Little tiny sink. And then, okay, ignore the washing machine, but this is honestly the star of the show. This is my very, very Japanese bathroom. Little bath, and then you stand here and close this door and you shower in the room so the whole thing gets wet. And then this rail you can move back and forth, and I hang my towels here, but it's also where you hang your washing. This guy does so many things. This is the control panel. This is the clothes dryer. It's so fucking good, like dries my clothes in like 2 hours with the door shut. Fraser from the future here. Isn't that just the best thing ever? Bang. Body dryer with like cool air, I think. Epic when I first got here and it was boiling. And I think just like a heater and a cooler. That is the whole apartment. Stop right there. Fraser from the future here. Do I want to say that fucking word one more time? Little. What the fuck's that about? A new word apparently. Actually, this bloody channel has made me realize all the things I say all the time. Apparently being one of them. So yeah, being another. Anyway, back to me being a little menace. You might be like, why are you so excited about this? But this, I can't even explain, is genuinely luxury in the Japanese modeling world. Actually, probably even in just like normal Japanese real estate. I'm sure this is a very nice apartment. I mean, it wasn't cheap in comparison to model.com, but I was more than happy to spend a little bit more to have my little baby. Love you, Nishi Shinjuku. Youthebomb.com. Love ya. It's lunchtime. Cooking some fish. This is what we're working with. Avo, lemon, apple. Gonna put this in the salad. Tommy's gonna cook them. Saba, or mackerel. Oh, piece of bread I'm gonna toast. Not the most exciting, but using up what we've got, baby. Just thought it would be nice of me to make the house smell like fish before Odie gets here, you know? Really warm welcome. I've pretty much just got fish and salad. And a piece of toast that I almost forgot about. Whoa, crunchy. Mackerel. I love apple in salad. Usually a Granny Smith, but work with what you got, you know? I have nothing else to say. Bye. My housemate has arrived. I thought I was done with castings, but no. One more. Last casting done. Mr. Odie! Back at server. Good morning, everybody. I have some porridge with some Greek yogurt and some stewed apples and blueberries that I made, and a coffee. Odie left early this morning. He made it to the airport. Surprise, surprise. Good work. Oh, last night we went back to that soba place that I went to the night before. That was really yum. And now I'm here, eating my brekkie. I'm working later at 12:30. And that's all I know about my day. Time for workies. A balcony 11 stories up is crazy to me. I'm done. Woo woo. Hey everyone. Whoa, guys. I think I last spoke to you after my job at like 5:45. Well, it's now 1:30 in the morning. Crazy, I know, but look at this. Leaving my little Airbnb tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm actually meant to be staying in Model.com tomorrow for one night. My favorite. Because I was waiting to hear back on a job option that I may have had for tomorrow, which meant that I couldn't go to Kyoto that day. Anyway, that job option is off, so I've just had the bright idea. I could probably just go to Kyoto a day early and book a little hotel before my Airbnb there. So I'm gonna speak with my agents and see if that's doable. And then yeah, I could go to Kyoto tomorrow and then fuck off the Model.com. I think that sounds like a grand plan. Then it's holiday time, and today I got confirmed for a job in Osaka after my holiday. Which I'm glad I confirmed, because that was the cheeky little bastard of a job that was making my holiday shorter. So at least I confirmed it and it didn't fuck it up. Anyway, I really need a shower and go to bed. Wake up, cook breakfast with my last little ingredients. And then I guess say goodbye to Coffee Swamp. Wow, so sad. Good night. See you at the breakfast buffet. Morning, guys. This is my last Shinjuku brekkie. What the hecky? Used up my last little bits. I've got scrambled eggs and tofu, some tomatoes, some sauerkraut, and a little like overnight oat yogurt bowl thing. I'm meant to be checking out of here in like 25 minutes. Is that gonna happen? I don't know. It's like 10:20 and I'm still here. I need to move this bed back. Nice. It's time. Goodbye my home for the past 2 months. Love you lots. Currently 40 minutes past checkout. No sign of a cleaner. Sitting in my spot one last time. How sad. But so fun for me. Now I've got all these videos in here I can come back and watch. I'm so happy I did that. It's 20 minutes until Coffee Swamp closes for an hour. So I think I'm either going to leave these in here and just hope the host doesn't rock up, go grab a coffee, come back, or do I just put them in the stairs and lock up? Maybe I should do that. Just in case. Bye, Nishi Shinjukes. Thank you for having me. Let's hope they're here when I come back. I'm almost at Coffee Swamp. Hoping it'll be my faves working. And I wish I thought ahead and wrote them a little cute card or something. That was so cute. One of my faves, Maya, wasn't there, but I told them to say goodbye to her for me. He was like, oh, you're leaving? But I haven't seen you in so long, because one of the main guys I hadn't seen in ages. But they asked what I was doing, if I was going home. I told them about my holiday, and he was like, wow, that's so nice. I did that 6 months ago. It's so cute. Love them. You have to say goodbye to my shrine. Thanks, shrine. The bananas and the yogurt bowl on top makes me laugh. Goodbye, my precious. This was my little balcony. This was my little dining table window. Goodbye, shrine. Love you. Do you like my seat? It's worked out so well. Just got the tick of approval that I can go to Kyoto tonight. I escaped Modelacom. Yet again. I just dropped off one of my bags at the agency. I picked up my Shinkansen tickets. And I guess I'm off to Tokyo. Technically, this series is called Tokes. I should end it here, and I'll see you in Kyoto. About to head to Shinagawa Station, might grab a little bento box for the bullet train. Maybe I'll see Fuji on the train. I need to book somewhere for tonight to sleep. And yeah, see you when I'm in Kyoto. I actually have no idea what's in this video, but I hope you enjoyed my goodbye to Nishi Shinjuku. Goodbye, everyone.
方面行きです。